Yo, what's up? Prince Sports here. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. I want to talk about Steven Jackson. He went on live and he talked about the George Floyd situation. You get a sense of realness whenever Steven Jackson is around. He's a real brother. He says what he feels. He doesn't bite his tongue for nobody. No, he always keeps it 100. He keeps it a buck all the time. And one word you would never ever heard out of his mouth is sellout or anything like that. You know, because he's just one of those real dudes. Here in Los Angeles, we got people protesting. Okay, right now as we speak, there's a peaceful protest. Okay, they're not breaking down stores, anything like that. I mean, this is not Minnesota. I guess it's more at home, close to home at Minnesota than it is here. But nevertheless, you got a lot of people standing up. You got people of all different races coming together and talking about the injustice of George Floyd. And this is something that we need to do more often. You know, no matter what skin color we are, we need to come together and speak on these type of issues. And that's the best way for these things to go away, other than just one group of people talking about it, because it's not going to go away if just one group is talking about it. Often, when I was young, I didn't like mixing politics and sports together because I thought they have no business being put together. But now, as I got older, I realized that politics and sports go together hand in hand. And it took me a while to realize that. I used to always be wave it off or kind of be, you know, keep them two separate incidents. But now I can't help it but to add politics and sports, because they do go together and they affect a lot of athletes, and especially they affect a lot of minority athletes who still have to go do discrimination and several other things, even if they are rich, you know. I like the fact that several guys are speaking up on things like this, and do have some guys I feel that really don't care about the situation, like the Stephen A. Smiths. You know, Stephen A. Smith has always been a very sketchy dude. You know, I don't really take a lick of what he says serious. You know, he's more like a comedy dude. But when you see guys like Steven Jackson, Meta World Peace, you know, real ones, to come out and say stuff, you can't help it but to take your hat off to them and give them the respect that they deserve. The officer in this case has been arrested, from what I heard. So that's just the start to getting justice done. He should have been arrested on site. After this whole incident was over with, he should have been arrested. And he shouldn't even had time to go home, you know? Just taking this guy's badge away and telling him that he needs to go, you know, go home and, you know, just fire the guy. It's not enough. You know, a guy's life been taken away. So you need to actually prosecute this guy. Put him behind bars where he belongs, you know? And that's the closest thing to justice that we're going to get. And just let the system, hopefully the system will do the rest and put this guy behind bars where he belongs. And here's Steven Jackson keeping it real and telling how he feels about the situation.
I don't have no more tears, honestly. I've cried enough. I'm here for one reason, for my brother's honor. He was murdered in broad daylight for the world to see. We, as black men, we've seen a lot of stuff as far as murders and people being taken from us, right? Yes, sir. True. But now, not only it's been seen by us and our brothers, but it's been seen by our children now. So I'm sitting there watching this, and my daughter tells me, Dad, I can't leave you. Because I seen what happened to your friend. And I think you need me. My daughter's 6 years old.
Oh my God.
For my daughter to see that and tell me that I need her at 6, imagine what the pain and the frustration is in my mind right now.
Stephen A.
Hey man, so there you have it. Steven Jackson, being real with it as he always does. Um, I get a lot of or get a lot of hate messages from certain people. I was on someone was on Facebook yesterday, and they said um, what's happening is rightfully so because all black people need to die. Now, when you hear people say comments like that, it kind of makes you think. You know, um, it just shows you the stupidity of some people that we're dealing with. You know, we never said all black people are victims. Okay, all people. Some black people, you know, deserve to get what's coming to them because they've been doing some grimy shit. You know, but it's common sense and natural to feel for somebody if they're a victim of a crime, a hate crime, or police brutality, or anything of any race, And it's not like some of these stupid people you see on social media saying dumb shit. This lady literally said all black people should die. And let me put this in perspective for you. This person was not even white. Okay? Wasn't black. Right? Happened to be from the Far East, happened to be Asian. And I'm thinking, just because you married to a white person, or you put those tap shoes on, and you start buck dancing for somebody and trying to change for somebody just to fit into a culture or a race, that makes you a clown. All right? Under no circumstance will I ever change. I keep it a buck all the time. You see me always repping my hood, okay? You see who I'm around, I talk the same way as I'm around white people, Asian people, Latino, black people. I'm still me at the end of the day. I never change, all right? Now, this Asian lady that said that on Facebook, let me tell you something. When shit hits the fan, if this is a race issue going on, shit hits the fan, you think you're going to get treated as equal as these so-called white people that you defending, that you going to bat for defending? Think about it, because at the end of the day, they're going to look at you as another minority too. You're dealing with those simple-minded racist people. Now, I'm not saying all people, all white people are racist. That's far from the truth. I have a lot of white friends. Some of my best friends are white. All right? And some of them keep it real, some don't. Some black people keep it real, some don't. I'm not going to sit here and cap for nobody, black or nothing. If you're a coon like Stephen A. Smith, I call you out. And Stephen A. Smith is a joke. This guy sit there making speeches like, oh, this affects our community, the urban community of black people. Dog, you haven't represent for the urban community of black people in forever. When's the last time you been to the hood? When's the last time you stood on the block? Right? You wouldn't be caught dead in them neighborhoods, dog. So stop capping and stop acting like you really about that life when you're not. And somebody really need to check some of these people. Just because real shit hits the fan and it's time to go to war, or it's time to stand up for what's right, you don't get to tap dance and act like you care when you really don't. Stephen A. fake Spiff. You're a clown, dog.